Hey guys, what's going on? Needs more drums back in our 1000 cow series on Court Farms, and today we are going to make use of some liquid gold that our cows make for us. Yep, that slurry, and we need to fertilize our fields. So slurry is a great natural fertilizer, a free byproduct from our cows that we can use to fertilize our cornfields, which are currently in the second growth stage. So they're still young enough for us to drive on the field without any special tires or anything. So got to get this done today while we still have the chance. And yeah, I decided to bring out the old New Holland. Haven't really used this much. We've, if you remember in the last episode, we spent a ton of time in the John Deere parked over there, baling our silage. So while that is fermenting, and we still have some silage to bale, so we're gonna get to that today if we can as well. But for now, we're gonna take care of this fertilization while that's fermenting. So let's go ahead, jump into the tractor. And actually, I recently purchased the Simtask farm stick. So be prepared for a little little kind of review slash overview video of that pretty soon, if it's not out already. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. Still getting used to it, but it's really, really nice to have the functionality and that just extra bit of immersion in the game. So yeah, I'm going to use that as much as I can, and it makes, you know, using equipment like the wheel loaders and the telehandlers and everything, it makes that like so much easier because you know you have the ability to control it a little more freely and just smoothly compared to using a keyboard and mouse. But for now, let's go ahead and get this filled up with some slurry. I think we have quite a bit here, so we'll just use this for now. Yeah, actually, there's not as much in there as I thought, so we might have to go and go to some other barns. I think some of the other barns, kind of like these big ones over here behind us, are actually pretty full. So we're gonna go ahead and refill with some of those a little bit later. But for now, let's go ahead and drive over back to the field, and we'll get started. It's actually this is actually my first time using slurry in Farming Simulator, like ever. So I've never, you know, had a cattle farm before, so or a pig farm or anything, so I've never actually had the means to produce it. So yeah, this is going to be a good experience, and I am excited to take advantage of this this free fertilizer that we have. So always really, really exciting when you get a natural byproduct from your animals. So I feel like it's going to go through this pretty quickly. So hopefully, hopefully it doesn't, but I feel like it is. So we're gonna have to probably make a lot of trips to and from the barns and everything. And I should have had like some kind of storage tank, but it's whatever. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this unfolded, and we will get started here in just a second. Yep, at this rate, we are probably going to be making a ton of trips to and from the slurry tanks to get all of this fertilized, because we actually have quite a bit to do. But it's fine. If it takes us all day, it takes us all day. You know, it just is what it is. So at least, you know, we're not paying for it. So I guess it's really not all that bad. But yeah, it would be, I could see where it would be handy to have some sort of storage tank, you know, next to the fields where we could you know, fill that and everything and just kind of let it sit there. So maybe in the future I think about investing in one of those. No, I try to do that before, thinking that I can actually use it to sell the slurry, but you actually can't. But I think you can use them to fill your slurry spreaders like this. So again, would be very, very useful to have one close by rather than making a bunch of drives. But we'll just work with this for now since we have a little bit of time. And let's just go ahead, keep this going, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Yep. So one full tank barely got us around one time and didn't even make it a full pass around the field, a full headland pass. So this is gonna be a while. So yeah, enjoy a little time lapse, I guess, while we just drive to and from the cow barns. And man, I'm really considering calling up the store and seeing if they have anything in stock, because this is going to be crazy if we need to do this all day. I really don't want to do that, but We'll see. We'll see. Well, in the meantime, yep, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, guys, so we just got done fertilizing this entire field. It actually didn't take as long as I thought it would, but still, I think Peter just got back with our newest piece of equipment. So let's go ahead and turn around here. We should see him just parked up right up there. Yep, see a John Deere with something new getting towed at the back there. Let's go ahead and check out what it is. Yeah, you probably guessed it. It's one of those slurry storage tanks, those portable tanks. These things are cool, and you know what? I'm glad that we got it, because even though this field, the drive wasn't too bad to and from some of the barns, it could be very tedious once we got to fertilize that field back there, and we actually have 4 crop fields and all these grass fields that could use fertilizing as well. So there's definitely a use for this to save us some trips. And the best part is that we can actually fill our slurry tank trailer here directly from, or a slurry spreader directly from this storage tank. So if we just kind of hop out here, we could see, if we press refill, there we go. We're getting this all filled up. And it's great because that slurry tank holds 55,000 liters. It's like 60, I think the total weight of that tractor and trailer is like, 50 some tons. So it's, definitely got some, a hefty load to pull around, but at least, we're not going to be doing any highway driving with it. Just probably going around the farm, transporting our slurry to and from our fields here for fertilizing purposes. So it's definitely useful to have. And we got a new weight as well. We went with the AGCO, I think it's a 2300. So pretty hefty weight there. We definitely need it because otherwise that just going to be, you know, having that much weight on the back of the tractor, towing a trailer that big is really not super ideal for front traction. So in order to keep all 4 tires on the ground, we had to get that bigger weight. But only cost us about 40 grand for everything. Not terrible. We are going to head over now to this other field over here that we can only access via this little pathway back here, because I, you know, forgot that there's really no way to access it except through some of the other fields that we already have planted with wheat. And this field here, this might be our next field purchase if we can obtain the funds at some point, because, you know, this is kind of right on the way in. So if we're driving through it, you know, I'm trying to stay off the middle as much as possible, but since it's just grass, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Anyway, let's go ahead, unfold this, and keep going with the fertilizing. This one is a bit of a smaller field, so it shouldn't take as long to get done. But this is really enjoyable. I'm really glad that we invested in that new piece of equipment. It's definitely going to make transporting our fertilizer around the farm way easier, and will take tons of time out of driving, you know, across the farm to go pick everything up. So let's go ahead and keep it going. All right, just got done with our second cornfield here. Got it all fertilized and ready to go. So now we don't have to worry about these for the rest of the year. All of our crop fields are all fertilized, all ready to go. In a few months, we're already going to be harvesting our cereal crops. Got some oats and some wheat planted, growing very nicely. As you can see in those 2 fields over there. And now we're going to go head back. Give this tractor and slurry tank a good wash. Always a good practice to keep your equipment clean. I don't know what it is, but something about, you know, keeping your machinery clean and your vehicles clean. Seems like they run better. Even though it looks like our slurry tanker is actually in need of a little bit of a maybe time for an inspection. That's the word I'm looking for. Can't think of what I'm trying to say, but yeah, I might need to, you know, think about some repairs, some routine maintenance here. It's been seeing a lot of hours, especially since we've been, you know, running a lot of slurry to and from the barns to the little bigger tanks to be sold. So we'll just leave this for now. Yeah, I'll go find a place to park that a little bit later. But we still got a lot of, not a lot, but, you know, a fair amount of daylight left. So I would like to go ahead and get some baling done. And since we're already in the New Holland, we might as well just stay in the New Holland. We haven't used this tractor a ton lately, and it's still running pretty good despite having quite a few hours on it. Let's go ahead, clean this off, and we'll park up this tanker just over here somewhere for now, and then we'll go hook up to the baler and head over to the big field. I think what is it, 90 something, 90, 91, something like that. Anyway, let's get this done. Always very good to have your vehicles clean. I don't know what it is. Yeah, there's something about, you know, even with my car that I drive all the time, you know, something about keeping it clean. Just, you know, feels good. it makes it seem like it like almost runs better when it's clean. I don't know. I know it's actually not true, but it you know is true to an extent, because if your car gets dirty, especially where I live, where there's a lot of snow, road salt and things can really mess up some of the paint, and especially can cause it to rust out if you don't take good care of it. So it is good practice to keep your personal vehicles, and if you have any heavy machinery, keep that clean as well. Takes literally no time at all. I mean, look at this. In the real world, it takes, probably what, like an hour to clean my car. And I just love getting in a clean car, driving around town. Always a good feeling. So there we go. Already seem to be pretty much done with this. And I think for now, we'll just park this. Let's see here. We could probably just get away with parking it in the bunker, honestly. We'll probably move it pretty soon anyway, since this is a piece of equipment that we use pretty frequently. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and back this up. Right over there. Alright, our baler should just be right over here under this nice little shed here, and that thing can use a clean as well, but we'll wait until after we get this done to do that, because it's just gonna get dirty again out in the field. No worries though. That disc harrow definitely needs it though. We have not been doing too well with taking care of that. Yeah, we'll get that cleaned pretty soon when we have a little downtime. Spend some time, maintaining our equipment, checking for if we need any necessary repairs. Yeah, let me throw on the map here. I actually don't remember where this field is. Oh, yeah, okay. Just got to go out here to the right. It's just up the road. If you'll remember last episode, we got done with the baling over there in that field on our left. Now we just got to go ahead and head over to this super huge field over here. We'll get this done as well. We have plenty to do in terms of baling. I mean, just look at how many swaths we have here. So I'm gonna get this unfolded, get to work, and we'll just work, probably not too late, because we'll have some time tomorrow to deal with this as well. But and we gotta still feed the cows again tonight. But no use wasting any time. Let's get it done. All right, we are just about wrapping up here with all of the baling from the last round of our silage cut, which is awesome because look at how many bales we have just in this field. I mean, I actually forgot to reset the counter, but we're at 138. I'm pretty sure the last one had like 50. So yeah, we've got a lot of bales to load up in the near future. Good thing, you know, we got a few days coming up where I don't think we really have to do much. We got our fertilizing done today. We're pretty much just waiting for the crops to grow. I think we'll expect our cereal crop harvest within the next couple of months, typically like July, August. We get those, and then the corn will be ready for a forage probably a little bit after that, you know, maybe like August, September, something around there, like late summer, early fall. And because remember, we don't want that to mature all the way, otherwise it's not good for the TMR that we need it for. It's not good as a silage, you know. So we want to forage that, so we got to do that a little bit earlier. But no worries, we'll just keep an eye on it and see what happens. And yeah, I mean, besides that, we're also waiting on some cows to, I think some of them are, we're going to have some little baby cows on the farm pretty soon. So our, I know I always say 1,000 cows, but actually we have something more like, you know, 900 and, I don't know, 920 or something like that. Because I made a little bit of a mistake when I first started the game where I didn't have food in the pens or right when the cows got there. So that was something that I totally kind of overlooked and forgot about, to be honest with you. So we had a few of them magically disappeared right at the beginning. But pretty soon, I bet you we'll be back up to 1,000, if not close to it, because I know the cows take a little bit longer to reproduce, but once they, you know, I think once they do, I think we'll have a pretty hefty number of calves on the farm after the first round of reproduction. So we'll wait and see what happens with that. I'll keep you guys posted. But you know, if nothing new is going on there, then you know it's just going to be the same old. Probably you know, feeding the cows, mowing some grass, making some hay. I think the hay is going to be the next cut. We're going to get a couple of fields that are going to be, you know, fully grown soon with the grass. So we'll go in and get some hay cut pretty soon, since we're still running low on that. But we should have plenty of silage to last us for quite a few days, if not maybe even a few months. Now that we have, you know, this field and the other field build that is sitting there fermenting, should be done in a day or two. Can't really complain there. But yeah, look at that. We're just about done with this. It's about 8 o'clock, which means we got to go and feed the cows once more before the end of the night. But I'm really hoping that tomorrow those silage bales in the other field are ready, because that would mean that we don't have to go to the store to buy anymore. I think I should be able to get one more feed with the big barn in tonight, and I'll see if anything else needs it. Actually, you know what? Why don't we just go ahead and do that right now? So let's go ahead and shut this off, fold this up. So we are good to go for baling. Let's go ahead and check out the status of some of our cows. Oh yeah, these guys desperately need some food ASAP, and I got to get their slurry emptied out too. So I'll probably have oh man, I got to get that going because they're going to drop production if I don't do that. And then we have some of these guys. Yeah, these guys could use some food. These are good to go, I think, for the night. I'll worry about that tomorrow. But yeah, both of these are going to need a round of feeding. Man, I almost need like 2 rounds there, but I don't have enough. We might be in trouble there, but we'll see what happens. I'm a little bit nervous about that, but at least it should get us through the night. I find it hard to believe that they will go through an entire thing, you know, an entire like 45,000 liters overnight, but they might. I don't know, they might. So just got to keep an eye on that. You know, first thing in the morning, get some food in there if I can't do that now. And actually tonight I'll check on the fermentation status of the bales in that field too, to see if they are going to be ready in the morning, because if they are, that'd be great. If not, then we're going to have to make another trip to the store as soon as we can, because I don't want these you know, those cows to go hungry. That would not be good for us. So let's head back to the farm, get some food, and get the slurry emptied out. I think that's a good place to call it an episode for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, hope you're enjoying the series. Got some new equipment on the farm. Got the new farm stick up and running. Really excited, and looking forward to keeping this moving along. So things are going pretty well so far, but don't want to speak too soon. You know, we do have a lot of cows, and it's a lot of work. It is actually a lot of work to keep this all going. A lot of, you know, real-time hours and stuff, cutting grass and making bales, and especially loading up bales. Like, oh my gosh, loading them and stacking them takes quite a while when you have, you know, 100 bales to do. So anyway, let's go ahead and keep things moving along. And in the meantime, hope you all have a great week. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.